Everything has changed, seemingly overnight. I woke up for an early report in my layover hotel with an uneasy feeling in my stomach, uncertain as to what the day had in store for me. I took a deep breath, put on my blue suede shoes, and headed out the door into the world of uncertainty. My original schedule I had bid for the previous month changed constantly. Today I ended up working an empty flight from Phoenix to Seattle, which had a total of 8 guests traveling to various parts of the country, mostly connecting to Anchorage, Alaska.
Card in front of you, which shows what to do in the unlikely event of an emergency. We have 8 emergency exits, 2 doors forward, 4 window exits at the
From
wing.
Seattle, I was dead-headed to Orange County, since flights into San Diego had been canceled. This had a total of 6 people, all working crew on a mission to get home to San Diego. I was the only exception. From San Diego, 5 of us were placed in an air limo SUV designated for flight crew. During the hour-and-a-half drive to San Diego, I noticed the freeway traffic had thinned, beach parks weren't closed, and people were seemingly going about their normal, everyday lives. A cruise ship was parked, and all occupants were let off, except for the crew. When I arrived at my layover hotel in San Diego, I placed my uniform into a plastic bag, disinfected everything, and took a long hot shower. Normally, I would be having dinner with my crew, debriefing on the flight, and catching up with each other's lives. Instead, I self-quarantined, ate my own food, had a cup of wine, and tuned into the local news. I immediately turned it off and tried to sleep. I had a 12-hour layover, but I couldn't sleep. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop replaying how surreal my life had become, and I continued to worry about everything that I had no control over. After about 3 hours of restless dreams, I had another early wake up and went through my normal routine. I meditated, changed my mindset, and hoped to make it home today. I worked a flight from San Diego to Seattle, and we carried about 5 guests into Seattle. I waited in Seattle for 2 hours for our next flight to Anchorage, hoping it wouldn't be canceled. As I waited, I couldn't sit. I had to get up and walk around. Normally walking through the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, most of the time is spent dodging crowds of people, but there were no people to dodge. The airport felt ghostly. Mostly mothers with small children in masks, TSA workers trying to look busy, and restaurants closed. It was impossible not to mentally tune into conversations. Everyone is talking about the virus, and only the virus. There was no escaping it. While performing my safety checks, I watched cleaners and management clean every surface of the aircraft. Vents, seat pockets, tray tables, seats, windows. I felt another sense of ease wash over me. My flight home to Anchorage consisted of people trying to get home and oil-field workers going to the North Slope. Masked, gloved, hooded. On all my flights, as we went through the aisle offering only cookies, unopened cans of juice and soda, I felt the atmosphere shift from everyone wanting and needing something from you to being feared and shunned. We continued to smile and remind ourselves of our mission: safety, security, and the well-being of our guests. Upon returning to Anchorage, everything had changed once again. Our governor mandated a 14-day quarantine to all incoming out-of-state travelers, only leaving their quarantine area for medical visits, imposing a $25,000 fine and/or up to 1 year in prison. We immediately learned that flight crew was deemed essential employees and exempt from this quarantine. As of today, that is the life of a flight attendant. Every hour that passes, another case is reported, and with each day, more mandates are implemented. I returned home today to self-quarantine as far away from people for as long as I can. You can help support our channel by giving us a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to continue to see the behind-the-scenes content, and leave a comment to me below. Thanks for tuning in. Stay happy and stay healthy.